This is our weekly business meeting. It is December 20th, 2022. The time is 2 p.m. I'm calling this meeting to order. In attendance are Commissioners Brooks on the phone and Commissioner Duncan in person. I'm expecting to hear from Commissioner Filios, I think. If you would please join me in a moment of silence. Business meeting. It is December 20th, 2022. All right, thank you. And now the pledge. Alan, would you lead us?
I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, changes to the agenda. We have item 24 that has been pulled. And any other changes? All right, hearing none, I would take a motion to approve the meeting minutes. Bill, you might be muted if you're trying to make a motion.
To the agenda, we have item 24 that...
Now, can you hear me?
Yep.
And any other...
Okay, I said I move that we approve the meeting minutes 1 and 2, items 1 and 2.
I'll second that.
Bill Brooks,
Aye.
Chair Duncan,
Aye. All right, motion carries. And consent calendar, please.
I move that we approve the consent calendar, items 3 through, let me look what's through, 3 through 9.
Second.
Bill Brooks,
Aye.
Chair Duncan,
Aye. Motion passes. Payables list. Bill, do you have the list in front of you?
I do.
Okay.
Probably can't better. I move that we approve the payables list for December 12th to 16th, 2022, in the amount of $1,055,411,083, and jury panel payments $5,364.09.
Second.
Bill Brooks,
Aye.
Chair Duncan,
Aye. Motion passes. Now our first business item, and this is an MOU with the City of Hayden, and it's with our 911, and it's the, do you call it the SWIWIN network?
Sweewin.
SWIWIN network. All right, Mr. Mallory.
Alan Mallory, for the record. The City of Hayden would like to join our radio network to get 4 radios so they can monitor as well as stay informed on the radio side.
Oh, great.
All right. Bill, any questions?
No.
All right, motion, please.
I move that we approve the MOU for, we approve the MOU with the City of Hayden for 911.
Second.
Bill Brooks,
Aye.
Chair Duncan,
Aye. All right, motion carries. And number 12, board approval request, and this is the adoption of Kootenai County 911 Dispatch Center Emergency Plan with our Office of Emergency Management and Ms. Lafredo.
Good afternoon, everyone. Sarah Lafredo for the record. In collaboration with the 911 Center department heads and supervisors, we have formed the Kootenai County 911 Center Emergency Plan. And this plan was a little bit more in-depth due to finding alternate means of providing emergency services. However, the center will now have a dedicated plan in the event of an emergency occurring at the actual facility, and I'm asking for your approval of its adoption.
All right, Bill, questions?
No questions.
All right, motion.
I move that we approve the request, adoption of the Kootenai County 911 Dispatch Center Emergency Plan.
Second.
Bill Brooks,
Aye.
Chair Duncan,
Aye. All right, motion passes. Item 13, morgue trailer MOU and coroner update with our coroner, Dr. Warren Keene.
Thank you, Commissioners. Warren Keene for the record. This is the latest update to the mass fatality trailer usage. Boundary County found some money this year, and so then Jamila updated the MOU so that they could be included in as a partner in the mass fatality program, and then they wouldn't be charged any maintenance fees for the use of the trailer. And I think this is probably the last update that we'll have. Shoshone has not contacted us about any of the other usage or any of those kind of things. And so I would hope you would approve this MOU amendment.
Okay. Bill, any questions?
No questions.
All right. And did you want, do you have an update as well, or? Okay. All right. I will take
that's fine.
a motion.
Go ahead. I move that we approve the Moore trailer MOU and with the county the update.
Second.
Bill Brooks,
Aye.
Chair Duncan.
Aye. All right. Motion passes. Thank you, Dr. Keene. All right. Item 14.
Leslie, it's Chris. I'm on now.
Okay. Thank you. Item 14, Addendum L to Payport electronic payments to Kootenai County, and it's the Idaho Information Consortium, LLC, DBA Access Idaho. And Linda, are you on the line?
I am, Commissioner. Linda Lee for the record. This addendum is basically an addendum to the contract that county already has with Access Idaho. We currently accept tie-down payments via credit card, and we have not been able to accept lease payments because of that 3%. So they're going to make an option for us to actually accept a lease payment. They will already add the portal administration fee and an extra $1. So the tenant will pay the fee at the time that they're paying for their lease. So it will not cost the county anything.
Okay. Bill, questions?
I have no questions.
All right. Motion?
Yeah, I'll take. I move that we. Okay. Go ahead, Bill.
Okay, I move that we accept the addendum, which is Addendum L to the Payport for electronic payments to Kootenai County with Idaho Information Consortium, LLC, and our airport. End of motion.
I second the motion.
Commissioner Filios,
Aye.
Bill Brooks,
Aye.
Chair Duncan.
Aye. Motion passes. Thank you. All right. Item 15. Grant agreement. ICDBG 22 I05PF, and this is the Panhandle Village Water System Improvements Project, Idaho Department of Commerce $500,000 grant, no match requirement, through our RMO office. And Dorian, are you handling this?
I am. This is Dorian, as you said, from the Resource Management Office. This is the Idaho Community Development Block Grant Agreement for the Panhandle Village Water System Improvements Project. Once it's signed, the agreement must be received by Commerce no later than Friday, December 30th, 2022. Once the Department of Commerce fully executes the agreement on their end, they can begin dispersing the award funds for the project.
All right. And then today or this afternoon, when I'm signing all my documents, I will go ahead and sign the one that electronically came to me.
That is correct.
Okay. Any questions for Ms. Combrick?
No.
Yeah, I do. I have one, Leslie. Dorian, is this a grant application, or are we signing acceptance of the grant?
This is signing acceptance of the grant. This is the actual award document and contract with the Department of Commerce for the grant.
Understood. Thank you.
And we're a pass-through agency. This has to do with another utility that's that RMO is handling.
Okay.
That's correct.
Got it. Thank you.
All right, motion, please.
I move that we approve the grant agreement ICDBG-22-I-05-PF Panhandle Village Water System Improvement Project with the Idaho Department of Commerce for $500,000, no match required.
Second.
Commissioner Filios,
Aye.
Bill Brooks,
Aye.
Chair Duncan.
Aye, motion carries. Thank you. Item 16, hazardous fuels treatment, Armstrong Park, WSFM Fernan Lake Natural Area with Miller's Landwork LLC, who's an independent contractor, and our RMO office is handling this. So Jody or Dorian again?
It's Jody. Kootenai County issued a solicitation to conduct hazard fuel treatment on 8.6 acres within the Armstrong Park I-90 area. The Resource Management Office received 4 responses. Miller's Landwork LLC submitted the lowest bid at $7,657. It is the recommendation of the RMO. The board approved the contract for services between Kootenai County and Miller Landworks LLC in the amount of $7,657.
All right, Dave, the word contract is not on our agenda. You want, right here? 16.
It says independent contract.
Yeah, I'm just looking.
It does say agreement, though.
Yeah, Dave's just looking it up real quick.
Okay, thank you. Just said independent.
Yeah, but it's just not listed
Sorry.
on, the word contract isn't on the actual agenda item. We have the contract and we reviewed it, but
Contract for hazardous fuel treatment though?
yes, yes.
I see it on 16.
It was for approval of a contract.
But you think we're okay?
It's okay. I think there's enough there.
Drop the R.
Okay, perfect. I would accept a motion then if there are no questions.
I move that we approve the agreement between Kootenai County, excuse me, for hazard fuels treatment at Armstrong Park. The agreement to be between Kootenai County and Miller's Landwork LLC for the Fernan Lake Natural Area work that needs to be done. End of motion.
I second the motion.
Commissioner Filios,
Aye.
Bill Brooks,
Aye.
Chair Duncan.
Aye, motion carries. Thank you. And item 17, this is an agreement between Kootenai County and Boughton Construction Company for the Kootenai County Justice Building expansion using ARPA funds and our Resource Management Office. Is this going to be Caitlin or Dorian?
Caitlin Smith for the record. As you said, this is the contract between Kootenai County and Boughton Construction Company for the provision of construction manager general contractor services for the Justice Building expansion. And once this agreement is fully executed, Boughton can begin providing pre-construction services and budget alignment for the expansion.
Okay, questions?
No.
I'm fine.
Right, motion?
I move that we approve. Go ahead, Chris.
Go ahead.
Fine.
No,
Go ahead, Chris. I'll wait.
Get the 3 Stooges.
Okay, I move that we approve the agreement between Kootenai County and Boughton Construction for pre-construction services as Boughton assumes the role of GMGC in the amount of $178,378 for construction of the Justice Center on our downtown campus. End of motion.
I second the motion.
Commissioner Filios,
Aye.
Bill Brooks,
Nay.
Chair Duncan.
Aye, motion passes. All right, item 18, financial budget MOU interlock funds, request for remote breath pro devices, and our adult misdemeanor probation director, Keith Hutchison.
Keith Hutchison for the record. First, Merry Christmas to everybody. What it is in front of you is the quantity of buying 5 remote breaths, $699 a piece for a total of $3,495. This was not budgeted because I just got informed in November that they work off cell towers. So their 4G remote breaths will no longer work. So what I did is I reached out and see if the interlock funds that are in the Justice Fund, if they could cover updating our remote breaths, because our current ones will go dead in May. So currently we have 5, looking to replace it, and using the fund balance from the interlock fund to pay for this.
All right, and Brandy, plenty of interlock funds available. Perfect. All right, any questions for Director Hutchison?
None.
Motion, please.
I move that we approve the financial budgeted for MOU interlock funds request for remote breath pro devices for adult misdemeanor probation.
Second.
Commissioner Filios,
Aye.
Bill Brooks,
Aye.
Chair Duncan.
Aye. All right, motion passes. Thank you. Item 19, this is a financial budget item, Public Defender FY22 expenditure report for Public Defense Commission, and our Finance Director, Brandy Falcon.
Good afternoon, Commissioners. Brandy Falcon for the record. This is the annual expenditure report that our public defender is required to file with the Public Defense Commission with the state every year. So I've worked with Ann and Jen to compile this. We've gone through several iterations, and it is ready for your signature so we can submit it to the state.
Great. All right, any questions?
No.
None.
All right, I would take a motion, please.
Excuse me. I move that we approve the financial budget for the public defender for fiscal year 22, the expenditure report, that is, for the Public Defense Commission as requested. End of motion.
I second the motion.
Commissioner Filios,
Aye.
Bill Brooks,
Aye.
Chair Duncan.
Aye. All right, motion carries. Thank you. And items 20 and 21, I think we can handle together. They are advisory board appointments for noxious weeds, and they are reappointments of Lauren Scarcello and Jack Zimmer. Are there any questions from the commissioners?
No.
I have none.
Okay. I would take a motion to reappoint both of them with their terms expiring December 31st, 24.
Why don't you do this one, Chris?
Okay, I move that with regard to the noxious weed, our noxious weed organization, right? Appointments, that we approve the appointment or the reappointment of Lauren Scarcello, term expiring December 31st, 2024, and the appointment of Jack Zimmer, term also expiring 12/31 of 2024. End of motion.
I second the motion.
Commissioner Filios,
Aye.
Bill Brooks,
Aye.
Chair Duncan.
Aye, motion passes. Thank you. Item 22, grant application, Spokane Point Dock Replacement, Idaho Department of Park and Recreation, which is IDPR, in the amount of $116,320. Cash match is going to be from our vessel account, $50,000, and our director, Nick Snyder.
Thank you, Commissioners. Next time for the record. Yes, before you is a State Waterways Improvement Fund grant necessary to replace the ice damaged docks, which I'm not sure if the other two commissioners can see. There's one photo, Jonathan, if you'll go to the next as well. You can see that we've got quite a mess. It was just an unusually thick ice pack down at Spokane Point. We have since pulled the docks out, or we did rather in the spring, made temporary repairs and redeployed them. We have since towed them to a different location for the winter storage in hopes that we can get through next summer. But it is sort of an emergency situation that we get these replaced. I've also memorialized that in our grant application to the state. Moving forward, we're going to move those docks into Harrison or another facility so we can avoid that in the future. As to the cost, Commissioner, the total estimated cost for the project is $166,320. The grant request, as you stated, of $116,320, and our match is in fact $50. However, just for clarification of the record, the bulk of the funding will come from the public access account, i.e. the floating green account. And I've been communicating with Director Falcon on this as well to make sure the funds are should be available. And there's approximately $30,000 in that account now. We anticipate another anywhere from 8 to 10 before the project starts, and the remainder would come from the vessel account. So, and keeping in mind, this is just an application at this time. And that is before you, and we would appreciate your support in signing that, and we'll start the process.
All right, questions?
I just can't believe what ICE does. Amazing pictures, just kind of almost turn those things over.
We have a saying, Commissioner, water wins, and no matter what we do, it seems.
I think ice wins over water.
Indeed.
All right, motion.
I move that we approve the grant application for the Spokane Point Dock replacement, Idaho Department of Recreation, for $116,320 of the cash match from KC Vessel Funds in the amount of $50,000.
Second.
What Park and Water? Okay. Good.
Commissioner Filios?
Aye.
Bill Brooks?
Aye.
Chair Duncan?
And I'll just clarify that it is public access accounts as well, and I will say aye. Motion passes. Thank you. Item 23, and this is a resolution 2022-108, and this is surplus equipment and asset deletion with our snow groomers department and our director, Nick Snyder.
Thank you. Nick Snyder again for the record. Yes, Commissioners, we've completed the policy as required, advertised the piece of equipment throughout the county. The piece of equipment is a loader. You might recall it was the loader that was used to plow Fernand Hill. It has reached its useful life expectancy, and we recommend sending it to surplus to auction. With that said, I'm making a request to the Board of County Commissioners that any funding that is captured from that sale is returned to the Snow Groomer Department, specifically the operations portion. With your support, we'd appreciate it.
Is there a separate document that needs to make that happen, or we can just reflect it in the motion, Dave?
Yeah, you can reflect it.
Okay. All right. Any questions?
No, I didn't hear Dave's answer. Can we include it?
Yes, and if you like, I'll make this motion.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. I move that we approve Resolution 2022-108, which is the surplus and asset deletion of the loader for the snow groomer department with funds returning to snow groomers ops.
I second the motion.
Commissioner Filios?
Aye.
Bill Brooks?
Aye.
Chair Duncan?
Aye. Motion passes, and we are going to skip 24, which has been pulled. And item 25, board approval request, approval of janitorial contract for Public Defender's Office with Building and Grounds. And since our Building and Grounds is knee deep, elbow deep, probably chest deep by now in snow, I will go ahead and handle this. It was approved last week, but the contract was not indicated on the agenda. So here we are. And then this is a little bit more than what we had been paying, but the other one was not meeting the needs of the Public Defender's Office. So any questions?
Nope, I'm fine.
All right. Motion?
I move that we approve the request, which is the approval of a new janitorial contract services for our Public Defender Office. End of motion.
I second the motion.
Commissioner Filios?
Aye.
Bill Brooks?
Aye.
Chair Duncan?
Aye. And then I will point out that this is with Above and Beyond Janitorial, Inc. So if the record can reflect that name. Thank you. All right, and this item 26, board approval request. This is purchase of furniture from Kootenai Electric, the additional items. We had asked them to reconsider leaving some of their kitchen equipment and audiovisual equipment and one piece of gym equipment that KCSO would find they want the piece of equipment, and it's discounted at over 50%. So the item in your packet has a total price of $15,325. When we first started talking about this, the board authorized me to negotiate up to $25,000. I would like to add that $3,000 piece of equipment to the $15,325 if that is acceptable to the board.
Yes, that's fine with me.
Question, is that a piece of AV equipment? Audio-visual?
The $3,000 is a piece of gym equiment that they have.
It's a piece of gym equipment, okay.
Yeah, yeah. But there is $10,000 worth of audio visual, and then the rest is the kitchen.
I'm seeing that, yeah.
Yeah, kitchen equipment. So, all right, I would take a motion.
I'm fine.
I move that we approve the request for the purchase of furniture from Kootenai Electric Co-op, additional items.
All right, including the $3,000 piece of gym.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'll second that to include the $3,000 for the piece of gym equipment.
Commissioner Filios?
Aye.
Bill Brooks?
Aye.
Chair Duncan?
Aye. All right, thank you very much. That includes the business section, and now we can go on to status update, and we have two items to talk about. The first item, we just approved the contract for Boughton to start their work on their pre-construction services, meaning, is my mic on? Because it's not. Bill and Chris, you can hear me okay?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay.
I can hear you just fine.
Absolutely.
Good. All right. I just don't hear myself, so that's why I'm getting confused. All right, so signing this agreement today means Boughton now is going to go to work and see how much money they can save us on the architect's projection about how much this building will cost. And so when they get deep into it, then they'll come before the board and they'll give us different options that will cost less. And so we can get the cost of the building to its lowest possible amount while still serving the needs that we require. Any questions?
Okay.
Nope.
No.
All right, and impact fees. Bill?
Yeah, I have been talking with Ann Westcott, and she recommended that we kind of split this up, and she seems to be a lot further ahead on this than I thought we were. And she said, don't send a letter at this time. Let's, if you can, get in front of them personally, and different commissioners for different, cities, whatever. And I said, that sounds fine. So I said, where are we in terms of time? And she said, we have plenty of time. So just so you know.
All right, is she going to make a recommendation on which commissioner reaches out to which city?
Yeah, we'll do that. Maybe that might even be an executive session item.
Okay.
So it's up to us, Bill?
Yeah, but there are some reasons, and she outlined them briefly.
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
All right, with that, I will ask for public comment. Hearing none, it is 2:29, meeting adjourned. Thank you all.
Very good. Thank you.